Ziggittyzig, back with a Friday Faff, and this is a game that I grabbed off the internet on Reddit between Starfire and Odanrot that were sent to me as being these silly games. This is the third one in the series. We watched the first one a little while ago, and this is a game. There's Starfire, the Protoss player, down here, and Odanrot, the Terran player, up here in the top right, and this is called DF Atlas, I think I read on the beginning, and I actually committed it to memory for a few seconds, but of course that's going to go out of my mind as of right now. What were we talking about? I don't even remember, but here are these two players, and if you have a look at their EPM, that is ridiculous. I think it was coming in as either Diamond or Masters. I couldn't quite tell by the portraits and outlines on the way in, but there's Starfire. Starfire is going to continue on the first little map routing. Here is a supply depot going up at the top, so it seems pretty standard off the top. You did say that these were kind of cheesy and ridiculous, but I am mostly interested in finding out what is going on. But there is a second SCV leaving the base, leaving that first one working at the top of the ramp, watching the tide roll in, building at the top of the ramp. There's my barracks, yeah. So Odanrot making a slight mistake, not exactly finding out where that Starfire's base is. Oh, it's Starfire. Use bombs wisely. And so Starfire does get a look at Odanrot's base, but Odanrot does not get a very good look at Starfire's base because he gets in here and, no nexus. Well, that's interesting. No gateway. Have we seen any pylons, anything like that? No, it doesn't appear to be. But Starfire taking Odanrot on a merry little chase round. His own base, but Odanrot will be able to catch up because his average EPM is a ridiculously high number. Watch the hell out for my 125 EPM. So Starfire, Odanrot making, adding up 2 plus 2 and deciding that 4 is going to be where the base is over here. Now this is a gateway and 2 gas, probably looking at a little, I'm not even sure what you could kind of go to outside of that. Might be looking at some really interesting Stargate play based on the two gases taken. I'm not quite seeing. Oh yeah, there we go. There's a cybernetics core going right away. But Odanrot gets a little bit of a peek at that and sees. No, it doesn't check for gas, but sees the sees the cyber core, and then decides now is the time for proxy racks. So there's three proxy racks. There's one in his base, so that was basically there for Starfire to think, aha, he's making a barracks, he's going pretty average. Meantime, what Starfire is going to do is this appears to be a 1-gate expand. 1-gate 2 gas expand, which might be not exactly the fastest of expands, but an expand nonetheless. Not knowing quite that there are 3 racks on the way. So there you go. If ever you're looking at a 3 racks proxy, put one in your base just to totally throw them off guard, because this has pretty much put Starfire at ease, as he has no idea that these additional barracks are just down over here. But Starfire is going to go in for one more look. Doesn't quite see that those rocks are also being damaged at the same time, but Starfire is going to come in here and find out that, oh dear, this isn't going to go well, and he's going to get poked at. Gonna check. No additional base. Okay, so he's not fast expanding, so there probably will be a small amount of pressure coming in. Large amount of pressure coming in fact, because this is a big force. But if you look at the income tab, is because he's also not using any of the SCVs. And here's a full pull. Here comes everybody. They're all on their way down. And Odanrot's gonna make an additional round of units, and there has enough for 2 or 3 more. Sadly, Starfire has no idea any of this is coming. And here comes the EPM spam, and here they go with a mothership core and 1 stalker. Unsure if this is going to be enough. If the mothership core can get back, does not quite have enough energy just yet, but could probably do a little bit of damage here. They are cut off and sort of sequestered, bottlenecked through this ramp, and you'd like to save up for that additional 20 energy in order to get... Oh, and he did it! How much is that? Seriously, how much is that? No, it's a photon overcharge. Okay, so that was a... Oh, I'm sorry, that was a chrono boost. I thought that was the photon overcharge. That seemed just kind of weird. So pulling everything out. 92, 93. Don't think it's going to quite have enough. 5 more. Can he make it all the way down to the second? 1, 2, and now he's got 100. So now he's just got to lure him down to this second one right here. Hoping to get something out of this Nexus at the moment. These two stalkers are luring them down with the promise of attack, and there it is! There goes the photon overcharge, just enough energy as he headed down to that building, and it looks like they're going to run out of the way, and that is going to lose out on the remainder of that energy, and I don't think he's going to be able to get back up to 100 energy once more, and it does look like this is probably going to be the end for Odanrot, but I've said that before, and I think somehow Starfire might be able to do something here. Bear in mind, there's pretty much absolutely nothing going on up here. There's a couple Marines still being made, but the mules are still doing a small amount of income back here in Odanrot's base, so he is making a small amount of income. Meantime, Starfire's base is making no income whatsoever, is almost on the verge of, well, no, not quite on supply block, because he does have a number of pylons, but he is unpowered in his main gateway. The only thing he's got going for him right now is this one Nexus here, which does not quite have enough to get any more of an attack out, but now the Mothership Core is going to come in because the shields have been replaced, and that might actually do it. Another small attack here, and there is zero army supply, almost zero, no supply left. The last Marine, there's one more Marine, oh, two more Marines, 3 Marines now coming in, and I think that might take care of it as there's nothing left here, but this one Mothership Core is going to try to take out, can he do anything to destroy this Marine here, but still zooming up to 70 energy, might have enough left for just one more. I gotta hand it to Starfire for staying in this game. I'm absolutely loving it. It's never give up, never surrender. This is just fantastic. And he's getting up to almost 80 energy, but no, that's probably going to be about the end of it. And yes, that is the end. Was not able to get out of that. Was only another 25 energy away from making another clutch save. Hero Mothership. I want to have a look and see what happened with the Mothership Core and how many kills it had. Only 3. Well, I was kind of expecting more than that. I think, there we go. That Nexus had 5 kills. 5 kill. A Nexus with kills. That cracks me up. So anyway, that was Starfire and Odanrot. It looks to me, based on just the EVM alone, that Odanrot probably won that series. It was really impressive how Starfire came out in the first game. If you haven't watched that, it was from a couple of weeks ago. It was just excellent. I'm knocking stuff all over my desk here, but that is the Friday Faff. That was between Starfire and Odanrot. We'll get back to some more submissions. I might ask around again, so please send me some games. Send me something funny, send me something amusing, send me something close. That was actually really cool. And send me an email, ziggittyzig@gmail.com. You can follow me on Twitter at ziggittyzig. That was really close. I was really rooting for him. Stay tuned.